to make Armenian Flatbread Matnakash. I came up with two recipes. This is first one and I really like this one. Let's see how you like it. Let me know, leave me comments after you try and we'll just go from there. So we need to prepare the starter and it consists of flour, yeast and water and a pinch of sugar. And you will have to let it sit about 3 to 4 hours. Sometimes I even leave it overnight and then I just continue making the bread in the morning. But 3 to 4 hours will be perfect. And some sugar, water. And you will mix this until it's combined. Cover with plastic and let it sit. And of course I pre-made one earlier so we don't have to wait 3 hours and then continue, because breads usually take time. They take time, but they're not hard, because during the time you're not doing anything, you're just waiting until it rises and then a few steps and it's ready. So this will go to rest. And we'll continue with the one I made earlier. This is the plastic I was able to cut. Okay, this one looks better. Alright, so this can go into warmest place, and it's summer, it's already warm, so. And this is what you're looking for. Bubbly, spongy, a little bit doubled or less than doubled in size. So this is what we need. And a bigger bowl, of course. We're gonna transfer this into, where did I put this? I still need my spoon. This will go into a bigger bowl so we can continue making the dough. And of course we need some extra flour, extra water, and I need to grab water. As always, I forgot something, and it was extra water. Anyways, to that mixture, to that starter, we need to add our water. And of course, extra flour and salt. And I always use kosher salt, and that's mild salt. If using table salt, I'm adding 1.5 teaspoon, add only 1 teaspoon. Mix, and we can start adding the flour. And by the recipe, the flour should be around 3.5 to 4 cups of 4 cups. But again, never use too much flour. So you will add 3 cups first, and then little by little you will add the rest of your the rest of your flour. We need to have very smooth, and it's gonna be very sticky dough, so don't panic, that's how it is supposed to be. And we're gonna transfer the dough on working surface and just knead, because that way it's much easier to work with the dough. And I would really suggest to have one of these, and by the way I got this from 99-cent store, and bench scraper, very important tools if you are going to continue your bread baking experience. These are very helpful and necessary, I'd say. And you're gonna just continue kneading the dough until it comes together, and again this is maybe very sticky, and you'll have the flour standing by and adding as much as you need to work with the dough. See, it's really sticky dough. Just add a little bit at a time until it comes together. This is what you're looking for. Very smooth, very soft and not sticky dough. So this will go into greased bowl until doubles in size. and covered with plastic in a warm place you have in your kitchen. Alright, this dough has to rest at least twice. What that means is this is already rested and it's completely ready to bake. First time it rises, you are going to kind of remove the air from the dough, like knead it for a couple of seconds or minutes, even not much, as long as the air comes out, and you're gonna cover it again and let it rest another hour or so. So that's important. That's another, and I already let it rest, so we can shape the dough, and we're almost ready to make the bread. So this will make 2 breads, 2 loaves. And what you need to do is prepare the baking pan with parchment paper, or I'm using foil, and make sure to grease it with some vegetable oil, or I'm using olive oil. And at this point I would suggest to stay away from using any flour. You're just going to oil your hands with some oil, or with some olive oil, and just kind of set it on the baking pan, and we're gonna shape the bread right on the baking pan. Right. And you all know how Matnakash looks. So according to that look, you're going to shape the dough like Matnakash. Just kind of stretch it out and make it into that oval shape, or if you want to make it round shape, that's another option. Just like so. And try not to not to tear the dough apart. Just kind of squeeze it, press it, and then stretch it. Press and stretch. Mine came out a bit uneven. You can always make it even, and you don't have to have perfectly shaped Matnakash. It's homemade and no one will judge you. Okay, and the step to make it look perfectly like Matnakash, you're just going to kind of press it with your palms, with your sides of your hands, like this. And you're gonna just make 3 stripes in the center. This one is such an uneven Matnakash, but that's okay. Alright, and this will go and rest. And I'll continue and finish this one. These are done, and they need to wait another 30 minutes or 45 minutes, depending on how warm the temperature. And you're gonna just lightly cover them with the plastic and let them rise some more. These have been resting another 35 minutes, I'd say, and they're ready, almost ready. And the other thing, we need to remind these breads that they are Matnakash. So as you can see, the lines have almost disappeared because they have been rising. So one more time, you're gonna dip your hand into a bowl. I'm just using a shallow bowl with some oil, and just nicely shape it again. Just the lines, and that's it. I'll do this one too. And this will need to bake at the highest temperature you have on your oven. Mine is 550 and I already preheated. you will need to bake first of all on the lowest level and then on the highest, which means I have two baking pans with two breads, so I'm going to switch the places in between the baking. They'll bake 10 minutes on the lowest and then another 10 minutes on the highest level. And make sure to have your water spray. Right before you place this in the oven, you're gonna spray the breads and then the oven, and then place them in the oven and close the door. And during the baking time, you will open the door at least 2 or 3 times and spray the breads again, so they have better crust. So that's that. And you will need an egg white with some water. I'm just gonna quickly brush them with some egg whites and they can go into the oven. Perfectly baked, a little uneven, but trust me, the taste will be so much better than the ones you buy from store. I ended up baking only 18 minutes. So watch the bread, because everybody's oven is a little bit different. Detailed recipe in the description, or check out my blog at heghineh.com. Anyways, I'm just gonna slice it so you can see how it looks on inside. Okay, this is yours. Just to show you the inside texture, all those air bubbles, and it's so crispy, so crunchy, so delicious. I hope you guys tried the recipe. Leave me comments. Anything you want me to make, I'll be happy to. And thank you for watching, and please join me for my next video.